Next on The View.
I've always wanted to do a show with women who have very different views. Be careful what you wish for. We call it The View.
If shut up, drop dead, and shove it are terms of endearment in your home, then welcome to my guilt trip. Here to show us how to bring courtesy and consideration back into our relationships is the author of Fire Up Your Communication Skills and real-life firefighter, Captain Bob Smith. Welcome to you, Captain Bob. I called you Dr. Bob before, but that's absolutely wrong. You have no degrees except in marriage, a 35-year marriage, which is where all your expertise comes from.
That's correct.
So why do we speak to our spouses in ways we would never speak to anyone else?
Well, as a career firefighter, I had plenty of skills and tools to fight fire, but few for communication and relationship skills at home. So I would work a 24-hour shift, 2 or 3 days I come home, and it seems like the people that we're the closest to we take for granted, and the things that we can't do to other people because we're stressed out, we take it out on them. End up...
It's convenient, it's easy.
It's convenient, we take them for granted, and we end up having only hallway sex.
Hallway sex?
Hallway sex is where you pass each other in the hallway and you look at each other and you say, screw you.
Oh, right.
I see. And what did he call the fight I had with Steve? He called that oral sex.
Yeah, I said that was like oral sex. Same thing, screw you.
Well, however it works out. Just remember that marriage is the only war where you sleep with the enemy.
Yeah.
So what would you do for this lady?
Yeah,
You
what
heard her
about poor
story.
Steve?
Well, first of all, Steve, you got to understand that you shouldn't take a guy shopping with you.
Why not? Wait a second.
Oh, you master, shut up.
The guy has the maps. How am I going to get around?
Trust me. There's a study out that shows that when men and women go shopping together, both blood pressures rise. Okay?
Really?
For a guy, it rises as high as a fighter pilot or a cop chasing a criminal. Leave us at home. Take the poison early.
But he kept saying that I was angry. I was not angry. I almost never really get that angry.
Well, when women get into a situation like this with men, the way you talk to other women, we feel blamed, and that's when we think you're angry.
See, but I want to know how you regain the courtesy in your relationship, because with my husband and me, it's always the sarcasm. I mean, we can't go down any road without it starting to get very sarcastic.
Really?
It is sarcastic.
Yeah.
And I've got 4 secrets for you. Number 1 is give clear and direct signals. Know what you really want, condense it down to 15 seconds or less, present it to your partner.
I want him to drop dead. That's less than 15 seconds.
That sounds like a personal problem.
No, but whatever you want, whatever your needs are, you mean, your emotional needs?
Yes, find out really what you want. Many people don't. Find out what you want, condense it down to 15 seconds or less, present it to your partner, get it written down, sign it. That'll prevent amnesia later.
Like what? Like you say to him what? Give me an example.
Well, what do you want? You want him to do more around the house.
Let's say you want him to do the dishes. So you say to the guy, would you do the dishes, please? And now what?
Now you write it down.
No, you tell him you want to do the dishes. You might have to go back and forth and negotiate a little bit, but this is what you really need to make it work. Women are still doing 74% of the work around the house.
Right.
Wives come home, it's like going to the second shift, doing what the guy hasn't done. Sometime about 10:30, you're finding your way back to bed. Here's Peter Cottontail with his high beams on, thinking something wonderful is going to happen in bed.
Yeah. And it's not.
It ain't gonna happen.
So really, this rap is for men, not for women.
Yeah.
Sure.
This rap is for men.
It is for men. Women see relationships crystal clear, and they wonder why we can't get it.
What else should we do?
You say create a love bank. What
Love
is
bank. Find out what makes that special person in your life feel special and loved. We all have a love bank. When you find out what those are, and few do in our relationships. I can do conferences with 200 people. Few know. Once you know what that is, you open up a love bank account for that person. You start making deposits in their account, just like going down to the bank.
Again, explain. I don't understand what you mean.
Well, you have those things that make you feel special and loved.
Right.
So does Richard.
Right.
When you find out what those are and you start making deposits in
The
each
other
other's...
woman. No, so what do you mean make deposits? Like I like flowers, so
Okay.
I should...
If he starts giving you flowers, not when he's in trouble,
Uh-huh.
but occasionally, for instance, Harry got out of the shower a couple weeks ago. She said she smelled something burning, and she turned around and here was a lit candle and a flower on the vanity. That's all it took.
Okay. And then your last two are plan and go and listen up. Explain those.
Well, if you don't plan, you don't go. You need to adopt the philosophy. If you're not on one trip, you're planning the next. You notice when you get away, you enjoy each other more. The pressures of the day are gone. And here we're talking about opening up the communication.
Sometimes I read somewhere that people on vacation have more fights than when they're home, a lot of times. So that's not necessarily true.
Well, you've got to do it on a regular basis. Get it on the calendar, the anticipation of going and the memories after. Usually when they're arguing on vacation, they're pent up before they left. These are things that we've got to work out. But if you don't plan, you won't go. The more you're away, the more you'll enjoy yourself. And you got to get away without the children, the enemy.
And listen to each other. Listen up, as I presume, listen to each other.
And here's a quick way to get guys to listen. First of all, tell us you want us to listen. Because when you take off like that, we don't have a clue where you're going. We're not your girlfriends.
So just say listen.
Tell us you want us to listen. Number two, tell us you don't need the fix or solution. If you don't do that, the guy radar is going to come on and try to fix it. And the third, and the magic ingredient, tell us it's only going to take 15 minutes.
And we know it has worked because you just celebrated your 35th anniversary with your wife, Harriet.
Last night.
So there you go. Proof's in the pudding. Thank you so much, Captain Bob. Real pleasure to meet you. I'm going to try the author of Fire Up Your Communication Skills. For more information, check out our website. We'll be right back with more Hot Topics.